It's
Nice.
just, you really start getting into a weird place when you tell people how to listen to music. And when you turn it up and when you turn it down, people experience different things. And it's not being turned up or turned down in like different ways, like the encoding and whatnot. It's like it should be a lot cleaner of a way to do it, but I understand it's probably difficult to do that for all these different formats. And so it's like, does a loudness war exist? No. Some people just like their music loud. And if you don't, there's nothing wrong with you. But it's like, typically it's like if you have electronic and techno music, there's not a war, there's digital zero. And if somebody's music sounds louder, ultimately it's just because it probably was mixed better.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can only master really in one way. And it's like, you can only turn it up so much if you consider mastering to be like turning up volume.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can only turn something up so much before, pardon my French, it sounds like smashed asshole. So you need to, I mean, if it sounds louder, it's probably just mixed better. And it's mixed per what the Spotify algorithm really likes. And so a better mix is just going to be able, as always, to be mastered louder. So does a loudness war exist? No, I don't think so. There's a very top to it, and there's an end to it. Wars generally don't have an end without like someone dying.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a tangent. I know that
it's a peaceful war.
I don't know if you intended on this kind of an answer.
No, it's cool. I'm happy to hear your thoughts. Yeah. I don't have any intention to, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to answer how you're going to answer the questions. You know what I mean? Like, I can't dictate how you're going to respond to what I ask you.
Yeah.
Wait. So tell me, like, I'm like running a little bit out of time here, but tell me a bit about how you reference in the studio, like in terms of like monitoring, and do you reference other tracks while you're mastering?
In all honesty, it's like I'll listen to them exactly like how the client listens to them. Everything with Spotify, all normalization is turned off, and then I'll turn it on. You play a couple tracks, and then like kind of like normalizes over the course of those tracks, because it's kind of weird because it's like not an instant thing, and I'll listen to how they're probably listening. I'll listen and meter to like where they're wanting things to be. It's like, oh, okay, cool. This is very like high mid forward, very like mid forward ish, really like smooth top end. Like if somebody gives me a reference at like Father John Misty, it's like, okay, I 100% know how this needs to sound. And it's like, okay, this is where the vocal's going. And it's like, I had a client like where we were going back and forth, like this girl was trying to get this like Father John Misty vibe. And it's like the vocal would like do that like minor thing that he does, and like the little like snarky undertones that like he'd kind of like add to what he's saying with his voice, which is like really kind of fun. And he was having trouble mixing it, and I was like, why don't, just for fun, you just mix it like you think a Father John Misty track would be mixed, and then you just like send it to me for mastering, and then we'll just send it to the client and be like, because if she's listening to that, then I think that is what we should deliver her. If y'all are getting like all these weird ideas about the mix, but I know you can mix this. It was just coming off as like, no, I want this more. I want more of this. I want more of this. But I think what she just wanted was more Father John Misty. So let's just deliver that and let me get it at the level that he delivers at. And I know you can do it because you're a fantastic mixer. So let's just deliver to her what she's listening to. And I like in my heart of hearts, I believe she's going to have like a really awesome experience with it. And that turned out to be, and it was like literally like approved in like minutes. She was in love
amazing.
with it.
That's amazing.
So it's just like listening to like what the clients want. I mean, as far as monitoring goes, this might change. There's no hate in this love-hate relationship. I love these things. I have a pair of ProAc 115s. I know they're more mixing monitors, but I just really love them. I'm using a Bryston amp, and it is like a really old one. I think from the late 80s. It's really fun, and all of that monitoring comes out of my computer, hits a Lynx Hilo, which is also my mastering converter in and out. And yeah, that goes to a Velodyne sub, which is calibrated completely flat for the room. And then that then sends out the little crossover signal for the ProAx. And yeah, it's just a really nice, tasty combo. So I might upgrade the amp, but I'm a little afraid to upgrade the amp just because like I have this like it's like okay, I'm gonna get additional
you have a system
headroom.
that's working for you, you know?
Yeah. But it's like you gotta freaking push it.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, it's like I want more. It's like why not? It's like I'm an American. It's like why should I stop at this? It's like I don't know if you ever seen the American show. It was like in the '90s. It was like Home Improvement.
Yeah,
if you were born in the States, yeah.
I grew up in the States, man.
Yeah,
totally.
So yeah,
Tim
you
Allen.
remember like Tim Taylor? He's like wah wah wah. He's like more power. So it's like there's nothing's wrong with overpower. If it needs power, it might as well be overpower. So it's like I'm gonna probably up the Bryston. Let's see if we can get a little more headroom and not blow the amp in the process and blow the speakers in the process.
Sick.
So
I feel I'm jealous of mastering engineers because like I feel like you guys just like monitor to enjoy the music, whereas mixing engineers are kind of just like listening for the problems in the music. So we have like much more mid-range, like heavy speakers, monitors.
My thing is 100% about that first impression and manufacturing that first impression or approving what is already there for that first impression. And a mastering engineer is just like a really like tweaked out audiophile. Like for like the lack of better words.
Yeah. That's
so
good.
I mean that's all we are is we just make like a rig that puts most audiophiles to shame, and we get paid to do it. So I mean it's a hell of a job. I really love doing it, and like we said earlier, it's a absolutely fantastic way to just bookend a day. So beginning and end. So I couldn't ask for like a better setup. Like I said, I want to be there for breakfast. That's like the only thing I'd change. But
maybe
we'll see how it goes.
Maybe it'll change with time. You'll see. I guess
we'll see. I am in absolutely no rush. I'm having a real fun time.
That's a good place to be in life. I feel like
Yeah, bud. I love it.
So I guess as we wrap up this episode, what's one thing that you would tell somebody who's interested in getting into mastering engineering, like one thing to either not do or not do if you're getting started?
The first thing that comes to my head is pick a course and stick with it. Because the people who typically get into this type of thing will do it all, and then they'll just make their way into mastering. But it's like and it's not really a feasible thing to do if you are doing this full time and you make a living as like producer, mix engineer, mastering engineer. But like perfect scenario, perfect world, like everything aside, I would say research the absolute hell out of it and only do one thing. I mean, it's the Ron Swanson quote of don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing.
Yeah,
and
Parks and Rec, baby. Love that show.
That's it. So Ron Swanson definitely hit the nail on the head with that one. So don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing.
Nice.
And I should have just said that.
Giving me a good lesson for me, also. Maybe.
I should have. Well, like I said, you are getting like a vast network of people who would love to serve you and all your clientele. So I would love to be your mastering engineer, Ben.
Thank you, Matt. I'd love.
Sam would love to. Any of us would love to. So it's the one thing I love about all of it. Yeah, man. The one thing I love about all of it is just like people just love what they do. And I haven't found a lot of people who do this and really despise it, because you have to invest a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of yourself into it. So that's the one thing I really enjoy about it is you don't find a lot of people who hate it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. If you hate it, you're not in it for long.
Amazing, dude. So Matt, this has been so really just fun to schmooze with you and get to know you. And we had like a long conversation even before we began recording this podcast. So I hope we stay in touch. How can our audience find out a bit more about you on the internet and stuff?
Let's see. You can go to fortherecordmastering.com. I have a little site. Or you can go to, same thing as like an Instagram handle. I'm mainly on Instagram, and I chat with anyone and everyone, and it might take me a hot minute if it's on the weekend, but out cutting the grass or something. I don't know. But yeah, just at For the Record Mastering. I don't really do anything on Facebook, any other platform. I just kind of hang out there. If you want to say hi, say hi. Go check out the Attack and Release show.
You're whole assing the Instagram in terms of social media.
Yeah, and I mean, in all honesty, the way that, and I mean, I'll plug Sam every day. I mean, the dude's a lovely guy. Like, we just take as authentic of an approach as we can to it, and it's not a manufactured authenticity. I mean, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, then
that's your business.
Yeah, that's between you and yourself. So that doesn't really bother me either way. So we're just two dudes trying to demystify it.
Yeah, guys, everyone should check out the Attack and Release show, and I'll put links obviously in the show notes. You can get right there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. What a pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Sure thing, man. Awesome time. Thank you for welcoming me into your home.
Thank you. All right, stay safe out there, man.
Yeah, man, you too.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Secret Sonics. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Matt as much as I did. If you enjoyed this episode or any of our other episodes, I'd super appreciate it if you would share it with a friend or two, and if you would leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. In addition to that, you can find us on social media. Just search for Secret Sonics. We're on Instagram and Facebook. And you can shoot me an email if you want at secretsonics@gmail.com with any feedback, thoughts, or people you might want to recommend to have on the show. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe, stay inside, and hope you're doing well. And be in touch. Until next time, take care, dig in, feel good, and peace out.